It was a calm evening when my phone buzzed. I picked it up without much thought, but what I saw made my chest tighten. My wife had just uploaded a picture of herself with her so-called work husband. They were standing close, smiling like they belonged together. The caption under the photo read, "My real partner." I stared at the screen, my pulse hammering. Comments poured in, friends laughing, showering her with hearts, even her own mother chiming in with, "Finally, you found someone worthy." I didn't call her. I didn't send a text. I didn't yell. I just left a single reply under her post. 12 words that would unravel everything she thought she had built. "Congratulations. The divorce papers are on the kitchen table." I didn't sleep that night. By morning, she strutted into work with her usual arrogance, completely unaware that her boss had already seen everything. When she stepped into the office, whispers spread like wildfire. Her boss summoned her into his office, slid his phone across the desk, and showed her the post. "Explain," he demanded. She tried to laugh it off. "It's just a joke, some office humor." He didn't even blink. Not funny when you tag the company page and shareholders are watching. And not funny when your husband's comment makes this look like a scandal. She stumbled over her words, scrambling for excuses, but he cut her off. "Tell me why I should keep an employee who drags her personal mess into my company's reputation." She froze. Outside the office, co-workers had already shared screenshots, memes, and group chats were buzzing. The joke she thought she could control had turned into something far bigger. By lunchtime, laughter filled the office hallways. Screens lit up with her caption and my reply. She locked herself in the restroom, frantically checking her phone, dozens of missed calls and messages. But it wasn't just from me. Her family had seen everything, because I had sent the screenshots directly into the family group chat. Her brother texted, "Are you insane?" Her aunt wrote, "You've destroyed your marriage and your career in one post." When she came out, her work husband wouldn't even look at her. His wife had already seen the photo and was storming to the office. Moments later, the woman arrived, tossed printed screenshots onto my wife's desk and spat, "Explain this." My wife stammered, "It's just a joke, a caption taken the wrong way." The other woman's voice shook with rage. "A joke? You call my husband your real partner at 2 a.m, too." The room fell silent. Her boss's patience finally snapped. "Pack your things. You're done here." Security handed her a box. She walked through the office she once ruled with pride, but this time her co-workers smirked, recording her downfall like it was a show. When she returned home, the divorce papers still sat on the kitchen table. On top of them, I had taped a printout of her own caption, "My real partner." That night, my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Calls, texts, desperate messages. It was just office banner. "Please think of the kids. Please don't do this." I poured myself a drink and ignored them all. Her golden reputation crumbled. Her mother, once her biggest offender, screamed at her over the phone. Friends unfollowed her. Colleagues mocked her with memes. Even her so-called work husband wasn't safe. His wife filed for separation the next day. The final blow came when the company filed a lawsuit for reputational harm. Everything she had boasted about, career, image, perfect marriage, was gone. She showed up at my door one evening, eyes red, whispering, "Please, I have nothing left." I looked at her and said, "You wanted a real partner. Congratulations. You're living with the consequences." Then I shut the door. Weeks later, the divorce was finalized. She walked away with debt, while I kept what I had worked for. But the worst part for her wasn't financial. At our son's soccer game, she knelt down in front of him and said, "Sweetheart, it's me, Mommy." He looked at her coldly and said, "My real parent doesn't post captions. He shows up." Her face went pale. She reached for him, but he turned and ran into my arms. I didn't need to say a word. She didn't just lose her marriage, her job, and her reputation. She lost her son's respect. And that was the one thing she could never win back. As I held my boy close, I realized this wasn't just about revenge. It was about starting a better life without her.